Good morning, Uganda. It's a Tuesday and welcome to yet another day on the show. It is UBC TV that you are watching and we come to you live from the Nile Avenue on this, 7th day of July 2026. My name is Julie F. Nantaba with Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono. Robert, good morning to you.
Lovely morning to you, Julie. Hope you're fine. I love seeing you donned in black.
All right, thank you.
Whenever I see someone putting on black, I feel good because black has been associated to something very bad. Now, when people see celebrities like you putting on black, they will know that black is not about associating it with the devil and burial, but you can wear black and normally. And I make my will while I'm still alive. Never come on my burial putting on black. It should be white. Now,
black is bold and elegant.
Yes.
Yeah.
So should associate it with. Now, I want to test your Uganda this morning.
Okay.
In English, translate that for me.
Akakuboke kemese. The path of the rat.
Now, this morning, I encountered something very funny and wicked.
Okay, what was that?
Due to land wrangles, someone heaped a heap of soil just outside the road I normally use. There's a plot they're having some. So then just chose to block all of us.
Oh God.
So I passed through a footpath. Kakuboke Mese. I said, since I'm on a bike, I can take this. It was easy, but it's a footpath. A car can't pass there. Now, I found a lady naked with a basin with some local herbs bathing.
Oh my God.
Now, just imagine you're driving through this footpath, scared. It's very early, you know the times we come, very early. You don't use it every day. Even you who is riding, you're scared, by the way. And you know those footpaths, they're never straight, so you're going like this.
You don't even know where you're going.
Now, at once, I almost jumped off and took off. But the good thing is she took off and hid.
Oh, wow.
Before I could look at her critically. So I was like, Jesus, in this day and age.
So the things we meet as those who do early morning radio or TV, the things we meet on our way, very interesting stories that we always have for behind the scenes. But I can imagine.
I just wish you saw me at that time, how I was, that she not taken off, I don't know.
You would have been the one to take off.
My heart skipped. I was like, have I learned into beaters again to work on me again? What is this? But by the grace of God.
Oh God,
and I was able to notice that this is a woman who is worship, is it bad luck or whatever? Ideally,
she was doing a ritual. It was very unholy, ungodly. Whatever she was doing, it was unholy and ungodly. And I think if it were me, of course, there's that startle in the moment of, you know, eyes looking, but if at all I notice what she's doing and whatever, I think I'd walk up to her. Yeah. I'd walk up to her and tell her, you know what, Jesus loves you so much
that you don't have to wake up.
That he paid a price for you not to waste your sleep like this. You might as well give your life to Jesus Christ.
Wake up
and go back to bed and enjoy your sleep.
There are so many crossroads anyone can come across you. You get water, Benson, herbs, you come.
It shows you the level of let me call it bondage. It's a mental bondage. She's locked in there thinking that whatever peace, blessings will come from that and it will only worsen. She's only digging.
Now, you didn't get a chance to speak to her, but you can speak to many Ugandans who are still bonded in that before we continue.
Right. I do agree with you, Robert. It's a pit you're digging. For as long as you're involved in such mannerisms, you think you're saving yourself, but you're not. You're digging a deeper pit. A deeper pit, because as time goes by, you'll go deeper and deeper and you'll be more and more tormented. You leave it for your children, your children's children. It's a lot.
And they'll suffer breaking curses.
Yes, they'll be the ones to suffer breaking curses and all of that. So you might as well give it all to the Lord. After all, it is for God and my country. It is for God, not any juju and my country. It's for God and my country. Our national anthem is a prayer, by the way. And before we even go on, just allow me to say this. Somebody last week was praying for Uganda, and they said, do you realize that our national anthem, all of it, all the 3 stanzas, are a prayer? And the reason why we are the highest country, the highest refugee home country in the world, is because it's in our stanza, one of our stanzas, where it says that, we'll feed nations. And by us having refugees, not that it's something that we should openly just, but by the mere fact that it's existing already, it's something that is predestined from our stanza, from our national anthem rather, as a prayer that we are actually feeding nations. The mere fact that they are coming to Uganda for peace, for survival.
The land of freedom.
Yes, we're feeding nations. And that is a mandate by God.
Blessed be the name of the Lord. Let's just switch straight to
into the
local stories this morning. Now, the NLM legislators gathered to elect caucus leaders to fill vacant Yala positions. That's the East African Legislative Assembly. 44 aspirants initially joined the Yala race before some withdrew ahead of voting. The exercise was by secret ballot. Now, members elected Isaac Ismail Otwimgwi, Brenda Namukuta, Derek Oron, and Hope Grenia Nakazibwe to the caucus executive. The caucus also elected 2 NRM representatives to fill vacant Yala positions. The Electoral Commission described the exercise as the party's most peaceful election in the years. Some aspirants withdrew before voting, citing party unity above personal ambitions. The caucus also endorsed grassroots mobilization ahead of upcoming village gap filling exercise. The NRM First National Vice Chairperson Alhaj Moses Chigongo urged winners to justify members' confidence throughout service. A 3-year-old suspect, Hope Tumwebaze, was arrested on allegations of obtaining money by false pretense. Police say Tumwebaze falsely claimed to work in the office of the president and convinced a legislator whose identity has been withheld that she could secure additional government-funded projects for her constituency. The legislator reportedly paid 60 million to Tumwebaze in anticipation of assessing lucrative development projects. He later became suspicious and reported the matter to police. In Uganda, district police have also arrested 7 suspects over alleged cyber fraud. The suspects are accused of impersonating the first daughter, Natasha Kaineru Gire. Meanwhile, in Kampala Metropolitan South, police have arrested Tayebwa Mubarak on suspicion of trafficking in persons. Police say Tayebwa was housing 9 children without clear documentation or consent from their parents. Police note that last week, 18 children were rescued from an alleged trafficking operation in Wakiso district. Investigators attribute these cases to false promises of school fees, scholarships, and scholarship opportunities. Chambogo University has dismissed claims circulating on various platforms alleging that the university has been closed. The university said the the university revealed that the false information was caused by anxiety among stakeholders at critical times as it prepares for the new academic year. There were calls from stakeholders seeking clarification about reports of the university's alleged closure. The management of Chambogo University dismissed the claims. The university said the misinformation has caused anxiety among students, parents, and other stakeholders. Management highlighted milestones in human capital development, including competitive programs that support graduate studies. For the year 2026-2027 academic intake, Chambogo University has received 43,749 applications, but was only able to admit 22,625 students, representing slightly over half of the applications. The university attributes the inability to admit more students to limited capacity, particularly inadequate resources and infrastructure. The university also said 3 professors, 8 associate professors, 20 senior lecturers and 13 lecturers were promoted, although the institution still faces a staffing gap of about 60%. Members of the Buganda Lukiiko attended the sitting for the presentation and the passing of the 2026-2027 financial year budget at Bulange, Mengo. The Buganda Kingdom Treasurer and Second Deputy Katikkiro, Robert Waggwa-Nsibirwa, presented the achievements registered in the financial year. Nsibirwa said that the commitment of the Kabaka's subjects through the Luwalo Rafe initiative, the government's partial payment of its debt to the Buganda Kingdom, the improved coffee production were among the factors that enabled the kingdom to achieve its previous budget targets, with collections exceeding projections by 4.9%. He later read the 409 billion budget for the financial year 2026-2027 before the Lukiiko, noting that agriculture, healthcare, education and other key sectors will be prioritized. The Katikkiro of Uganda, Charles Peter Mayiga, said there was need for action that encourages investors who have a role in our country. Some Lukiiko members welcomed the approved budget, saying it is focused on improving the welfare of ordinary people. Some ministers, members of parliament from the central government, also attended the budget sitting. Also present were religious leaders, the Archbishop of Kampala, Paul Semogere, the Orthodox Bishop, and the Supreme Mufti, Sheikh Shaban Galabuzi. Well, with that, we come to the end of our local stories this morning. Let's see what my colleague has for us on the international scene.
All right, thank you very much, Robert. And looking at the international scene, we're starting off with matters UN. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called for the creation of a global system to govern artificial intelligence, warning that the technology is advancing faster than the world can manage. Speaking at the UN Global Dialogue on AI governance in Geneva, Guterres said AI must be developed in service of humanity and not allowed to shape humanity's future without clear rules and accountability. He warned that AI is transforming economies, workplaces, elections and global security at a pace that governments and institutions are struggling to match. Guterres said stronger international cooperation is urgently needed to ensure the technology is safe, fair and respects human rights. The UN chief also raised concerns over AI's growing environmental impact, urging technology companies to disclose the energy demands of their AI systems and commit to powering data centers with renewable energy by 2030. His strongest warning focused on the military use of artificial intelligence. Guterres called for a ban on autonomous lethal weapons capable of selecting and attacking targets without meaningful human control, arguing that decisions over life and death should never be delegated to machines. He said the world has a narrow window to establish effective global safeguards, warning that today's decisions will determine whether AI becomes a force for progress or a source for greater risk for future generations. Now, Robert, did you know that apparently the current heat waves in Europe, one of the major causes is the internet? Yeah, internet warehouses. Yep.
Oh, and that is where we are craving to get to.
Exactly.
Because we cannot be left behind. But I'm just figuring out if that came to Uganda.
We thank God for Uganda's
We
weather.
just bless God. But of course,
hopefully
we have to be
also
conscious. as well.
Yeah.
Because they were once the way we, of course we have different weather and given our continental locations and all that. But just imagine if this heat wave. And I want to believe, I don't know if you've noticed that also here it's a bit hot.
It is.
It's a bit hot.
It's extreme and wild, quite wild.
So we just pray that can help, because I don't know how many Ugandans.
I know. All right, let's move on to matters Iran. 3 days of public mourning in Tehran for its slain supreme leader ended with a major political spectacle the men now in charge wanted the world to see. The hulking funeral cortege carrying the coffins of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and 4 family members inched along a 10-kilometer route, slowed and often stopped by millions of mourners in one of the largest public gatherings in many years. In a week of funeral events, Monday's march was the most significant in carefully choreographed ceremonies steeped in political messaging of resistance and revenge. But many also stayed away, hurting from 2 wars in less than a year, inflation spiraling at around 80%, and the pain of January's anti-government protests. Some blame Khamenei, who was also the commander-in-chief, for the security crackdown, which killed many thousands. Of course, I'm not going to the funeral, one man told the source of this news, told that outside one of the many mukebs, the rest stations set up in the city and on its outskirts to provide free food and water, most of it from private donations. Aerial footage from Monday's procession showed one of Tehran's main arteries chock full of loyalists consumed by grief and chanting the Islamic Republic's signature slogans of death to America, death to Israel. All right, on to the continent. Tanzanian authorities have arrested dozens of people ahead of planned anti-government protests, intensifying a crackdown on dissent as activists demand democratic reforms and the release of jailed opposition leader Tundu Lissu amid heightened security across the country. Tanzanian authorities have detained dozens of people ahead of anti-government protests planned for Tuesday, as security forces move to prevent demonstrations demanding political reforms. The planned protests coincide with the 72nd anniversary of the ruling Chama Pinduzi CCM party and have been organized largely by young activists calling for greater democratic freedoms and the release of opposition leader Tundu Lissu. Speaking on Sunday, Army spokesperson Sylvester Mangure warned that any demonstrations would not be tolerated following the government's recent ban on political rallies. Mangure also accused unnamed individuals of recruiting young people by falsely claiming that the military supported the planned protests. He urged citizens to report anyone involved in organizing demonstrations, saying the armed forces would act against anyone found to be disrupting public order. Now, with that story from Tanzania, Robert, let's have a quick look at what the dailies have this morning. And as always, New Vision takes the first position.
Well, charged with and security offences, ex-CMI chief remanded. This is Chisanji. CMI chief. Remember those bombs, Kalere, then at the Catholic shrine? Those could have been the cause of some of the troubles we are seeing here. EC starts nationwide registration for LC polls. Please go and register to vote and elect your LC chairperson. Not to wake up, you go to your chairman and a drunko comes out. Staggering. Remember, there is no academic qualification required here. So anyone who is a voter that has registered qualifies to stand. Over Muyaga, over what? This person qualifies under the law. And if you're not steady, these people can have influence. You know, in Uganda, we even vote for sympathy, fun. You know, you may get someone in that office that you'll forever regret for the next 5 years. So participate. Then Kagezi murder suspects have case to answer. Why in PG Express way cost tripled? Kanona Kalema launches book on fatherhood. Well, I follow this lady so much on TikTok. And when it comes to parenting, she's a very good role model, according to what I hear her tell people. Now, Heart Institute conducts 17 surgeries. Beautiful.
Nice.
That is in science. We are doing so much in Uganda. If you can have even a bone marrow transplant,
Right.
the sickle cell. So there's so much. Now, take us through the citizen.
All right, the citizen in Tanzania. Tanzania eyes slice of 590 billion beauty markets. And other stories to look at. Tanzania quotes French investors as Prime Minister pushes Vision 2050. And brilliant A-level results expose Tanzania's basic mathematics dilemma. And new study questions fairness of global university rankings. This is where Makerere was at which position? I forget which one, but I know it was a good one. It was a good standing. But yeah, in Tanzania, the fairness is being questioned. Looking at the Daily Nation in Kenya, Sabasaba test. That's the headline. And Sifuna's turning point, another story to look into, but also campaign cash cups push to stop politicians buying seats. And the financial toll on cervical cancer, a health story to read into in the Daily Nation. Bringing us to the end of what we have this morning from all the updates from the local, foreign, and the dailies, allowing us to take a short break. When we get back, we are talking about using AI to bring the government closer to the people. That's the conversation we have up next. Save the number 0709602592 to find out how realistic this can be. Good morning. Good morning, Uganda. It's a Tuesday, and welcome to yet another day on the show. It is UBC TV that you are watching, and we come to you live from the Nile Avenue on this, 7th day of July 2026. My name is Julie F. Nantaba with Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono. Robert, good morning to you.
Lovely morning to you, Julie. Hope you're fine. I love seeing you donned in black.
All right, thank you.
Whenever I see someone putting on black, I feel good because black has been associated to something very bad. Now, when people see celebrities like you putting on black, they will know that black is not about associating it with the devil and burial, but you can wear black and normally. And I make my will while I'm still alive. Never come on my burial
Dressed
putting
in
on
black.
It should be white. Now,
black is bold and elegant.
yes.
Yeah.
So should associate it with. Now, I want to test your Uganda this morning.
Okay.
Akakuboke mese in English. Translate that for me.
Akakuboke kemmese. The path of the rat.
Now, this morning, I encountered something very funny and wicked.
Okay, what was that?
Due to land wrangles, someone heaped a heap of soil just outside the road I normally use. There's a plot they're having some. So then just chose to block all of us.
Oh God.
So I passed through a footpath. Kakuboke mese. I said, since I'm on a bike, I can take this.
Easy to maneuver.
It was easy, but it's a footpath. A car can't pass there. Now, I found a lady naked with a basin with some local herbs bathing.
Oh my God.
Now, just imagine you're driving through this footpath, scared. It's very early. You know the times we come, very early. You don't use it every day. Even you who is riding, you're scared, by the way. And you know those footpaths, they're never straight. So you're going like this.
You don't even know where you're going.
Now, at once, I almost jumped off and took off. But the good thing is she took off and hid.
Oh, wow.
Before I could look at her critically. So I was like, Jesus, in this day and age.
So the things we meet as those who do early morning radio or TV, the things we meet on our way, very interesting stories that we always have for behind us. And but I can imagine.
I just wish you saw me at that time, how I was. Had she not taken off, I don't know.
You would have been the one to take off.
My heart skipped. I was like, have I learned into beaters again to work on me again? What is this? But by the grace of God,
oh God,
she took off, and I was able to notice that this is a woman who is worship. Is it bad luck or whatever?
Ideally, she was doing a ritual. It was very unholy.
UBC. Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day. Yeah,
yeah. Together we are unstoppable.
Exercise can't be sustained